with me a festivity of good news. Good news is what I bring. I bring good news. You might as well call me good news, because that's what I'm bringing today. Can anyone let me know if they can see me? But hello everyone, welcome back to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Okay, let me piss off some people. Manuel Neuer has signed a new contract with Bayern Munich. Incredible. We needed this guy to sign a contract for such a long time. They've been negotiating, and apparently Manuel Neuer will get a pay rise at Bayern Munich, and that's incredible. It's something that we've wanted for a long time. He's a great player. He plays really good as a goalie, and he's a good soccer player. He's amazing, Manuel Neuer, and I'm so excited to watch him play for my favorite club, Bayern Munich. I support Bayern Munich. Someone's gonna unsubscribe because of that. But Neuer signed a new contract, and it's very, very nice to 2023, which is what a lot of you were predicting. 2-year extension from when his contract expires. He'll be 37. I thought Neuer was gonna turn 33, but he turned 37. He turned 34, which means in 3 years he'll be 33 years old, which is kind of crazy. 37 actually, which is kind of crazy to me. But that basically means he'll retire here. It means that he'll retire based off playing at his favorite club ever. Neuer is going to be a fantastic goalkeeper for a few more years. And you know what? For Bayern Munich, he's going to be amazing. But if you look into the whole contract situation, you know what annoys me though? It's like, first of all, I was really considering the fact that he could run down his contract. Of course, I'm ecstatic that he signed a new contract, and it means he's going to stay for 3 more years. That's great. But you're always think in the back of your head, man, 37, maybe he'll be starting every game. Alexander Nubel is 24 right now. Let's not get it twisted. He's 24 years old. So I wonder if that's going to stunt his development. Neuer staying, obviously. I wonder what we're gonna do with Nubel now. I was gonna make a video on Nubel, but now it looks like it's changed, and a lot of odd things, man. But we have a lot of news to get into. A lot of news, not just the Neuer situation, but there has been a source coming out with Sports Bild. Not source, it's Ribéry himself. Frank Ribéry has mentioned Leroy Sané, and as we know, Ribéry's some random player we had in our history or something. I don't know. But Frank Ribéry basically came out and said, look, I know Leroy. Okay. He says Sané's a good player. He can do decisive things. Come on, that's the word I like to hear. He has the levels for Bayern. If Leroy needs help, he can call me anytime. Look at the amount of the import of good news. Look at that. So that's amazing. Frank Ribéry's talking about Leroy Sané. We've been talking about Leroy Sané. Frank Ribéry must be a Bayern fan. I wanted to punch, what? Because I said soccer, did I really say soccer? I'm sorry. I wouldn't ever say soccer. I would never say that word. Maybe I'll start calling it that. I'll start, maybe, I don't know. Manuel Neuer, but Manuel Neuer is an amazing player, you know. He's great. He plays for Bayern Munich, and it's amazing. It's really good. Cool for him. And Ribéry coming out, he played soccer, he played wing for the majority of his career, and he's coming out and he's saying the things that, you know, us soccer fans want to hear. So I'm really happy for him though. I'm really happy for him. So yeah, I'm happy that Neuer is saying that, Manuel Neuer. I'm really glad for him. I saw a video of Neuer, Manuel Mira, some cat that was named Neuer. Amazing video. So I saw that, but what I'm looking at today is it's amazing to sign a new contract for a player. Obviously, we always know that no matter what transfer news comes out, the best news is that a player gets a new contract. And this is the best news, that Neuer gets a new contract, that we don't have to sign anyone else, that we don't have to look at anyone else. But my problem with this is that, or my question, you earned yourself a dislike. You can do it. I permit you to do it. You know, I've just said that word too many times. I've said it. Contract. I've said the word contract too many times. I don't know what's wrong, you know. I've said other words, you know, soccer, but it's yeah. The best situation for a club is to retain a player that is playing well. Alaba Alaba and Thiago haven't announced Alaba and Thiago's contracts. I think they're waiting. I think Bayern's doing this thing where, they're just trying to keep the interest in the club high. So I think they'll sign. Thiago will sign a new contract. Alaba will be the last to sign the contract because Thiago isn't linked with many clubs. But all these clubs constantly talking about Alaba will want to watch us, and I think Bayern are using that. And then eventually they'll sign Alaba. They'll get Alaba a new contract, or it'll be announced. I think they probably have already signed it behind closed doors. You never know. But what I'm looking at here is a player that Neuer, who has been playing well. I mean, let's be real. Neuer was not the best goalkeeper in the world in 2018 or 2019. But in 2020, 2020, Neuer's been the best goalkeeper in the world. He's been consistent. He's been persistent. And for him, he got an injury. And he was out for, I think he was out for up to the World Cup. That's how bad it was. And obviously, it's always stop the crap. I'd like to know what the crap is, but yeah, Neuer's been here. I mean, he was injured. Enough with the sarcasm. What do you mean? I'm only talking about Manuel Neuer signing a new contract for Bayern Munich. What's the problem with that? It's morning here. I don't know what the sarcasm is. But like I was saying, Neuer was not the best goalkeeper in the world for the entirety of his injury. And then last season, he really wasn't. He was okay, but he didn't fully regain his form, I would say, till last season or the beginning of this season. So that's when he started playing more consistently. He started putting in the performances, and then Hansi Flick comes in. It's not a coincidence, by the way, that Hansi Flick comes in. Neuer signs a new contract. We have Müller, who's also signed a new contract. Who else do we have that signed a new contract? Right? We have players that want to stay and remain here. For 1 second, before Hansi Flick came in, I thought Alaba was leaving. I thought he was. I thought it was basically written in the stars that Alaba was leaving. And then they extended Hansi Flick's contract, and I think all the players went, I can imagine myself staying here. I can imagine fulfilling my contract. So, with that being said, I think that Hansi Flick has definitely influenced the decisions of these players. I think in that the Pokal final is really when he got back. Was that Frankfurt? I think it was, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, wait, who did we play in the DFB Pokal final last season? I mean, he played very well in the quarterfinals. The games versus Leipzig, he was superb. So Neuer has been playing well, and ever since then, I'd say towards last season, he just started regaining himself. And a lot of people will go, well, he's declining, he's finished. I don't think people understand, really. It was 3-0 against Leipzig. Was that the final or the core semifinals? I'm not sure. But people have this thing where, I mean, that would be crazy because Leipzig would have been in the final before Dortmund had been in so long, and it wasn't the Super Cup. But let's go back on this Neuer thing, right? He slowly regained his form, and it's crazy. People always say, this player's finished, and I'm so confused whenever I hear that. Because the word finished means the player could no longer ever regain any bit of credibility in terms of how good they are anymore. Okay, Leipzig was in the final. So that means that Neuer, if he was finished, could never get better. I mean, he hasn't gotten better as a keeper. He's just gotten sharper, more mature. I mean, not more mature. He's just gotten more confident in himself again. I felt like last season, Neuer would make some stupid mistakes, especially the thing with Liverpool where, I mean, it wasn't really a Neuer mistake, you know? It wasn't really, come on, Bahas, this is a soccer channel. This is not the hub, okay? You need to go back to the hub. You need to go back to the hub, okay? That's where you'll see the FUs. He did lose form. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the wording for it. He lost form, and then up until now, he did get better. What do you mean? Okay, what is this S word? Snake? No, I'm just talking about soccer, you know? Your little mod guy, Castro, that's the S word, the snake word. But I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I just woke up, and now I'm talking about Manuel Neuer. And he's playing for my favorite club, Bayern Munich. It's amazing, though. It's amazing what a little bit of form and confidence can do for you. But with Hansi Flick coming in, I think it's given him a new spurt of confidence. And I think that we can expect to see better from Manuel Neuer and him playing for Bayern. about it. Lag. Doesn't everyone love that when it happens? Well, I've never lagged for that long in my life. That felt like forever. But that was basically the news. That's it. That's it. That was the news. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Obviously, this is not the main show of today. We're coming back in 2 hours for the roundup, the transfers, everything. Frank Ribery said some cool things about Sané. Ah, man, it feels so close now, but there have been developments in the Sané story. Bild basically said that Bayern will give Sané the number 10. So we'll talk about all these things in 2 hours, but the lag knows what you're doing. Exactly. Why would the lag go at me for congratulating Manuel Neuer on signing a new contract at my favorite soccer club, Bayern Munich? That's so annoying, isn't it? All right, cool. I won't do that in the other shows. I would not do that. I wouldn't do that. Okay, I would never ever not congratulate Manuel Neuer on his new contract in my soccer club. Let's go. Mia san mia in peace.